Hey guys, it's Clouds here. Welcome back to another video. Hope everyone is having an amazing Monday so far. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be talking about daily ops. Now, is it worth doing daily ops? We'll find out in this video. Are the rewards any good? We'll find out in this video. We're going to be covering a lot of topics in today's video. I just want to quickly mention at the start of the video, your guys' support has been incredible. Incredible. We hit 250 subs literally last night and we're already gone past the 300 mark. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's supporting the channel. It means so much. But let's get on to the video and let's see what daily ops are all about. So let's start off with the basics of daily ops and where to find them. So the daily ops can be found in the bottom left corner. Most of the time Fallout will encourage you to create a team to go into daily ops, and I would highly recommend starting with a team if you're a lower level. Even higher levels, I would say anything under level 200 and you don't have the max weapons or the max armor, I would highly recommend to just start with a team. As enemies can hit quite a lot harder in daily ops, this makes it a lot harder to complete these daily op missions. They are not as easy as just going through the world of Fallout 76, killing everything. They can be quite difficult. You can see me here in a party of 2, but I would even recommend a party of 4, especially if you are at those lower levels. Of course, if you're at those higher levels, feel free to jump into these alone. You do not need a team of 4. This will be quite easy for you, especially if you're a returning player and you've got some really good power armor and some good weapons. You don't need to worry too much about going in there with another person or a 3-man team in there, for instance. But the timings will make a big difference. We'll get onto that in a minute. But if you do go in alone, it gives you a better understanding on what timings you want to complete it in, as sometimes a team can even slow you down occasionally if you're at those higher levels and want to complete this solo. One thing I will include, if there's a small chart, if you're going in alone as a 1 player, you'll get 150 seconds, 2 players you'll get 120, 3 players 110, and 4 players a 90 second. So you get more time if you do go in there solo, but if you are newer to the game and you're going in there with 4 players, you will get lesser time to complete this. That's just something you got to take into fact. If you're jumping in there, it may be best to do it with some friends or guys that you may know on the server, or high levels. There is 2 different versions of daily ops that you can complete. One's called uplink and the other one's called decryption. So uplink I find a little bit quicker personally, and that's just pretty much activating and killing enemies, where decryption is pretty much disable radio interceptors and take down the carriers. Sometimes the carriers can glitched out a little bit from my experience, so they're quite hard to find. I do find uplink a little bit easier out the 2, so just remember to have a look at that when you're looking in your bottom left to see what kind of daily ops it actually is. Just a little note to add here, guys, the enemies will hit you harder, and some of the reasons why you won't be doing as much damage is, of course, the enemies can't be crippled, staggered, or pacified, so that does make it a little bit harder to kill them with your weapons. But one thing to include, I guess a positive to that, if you're going in with a team, you get a 25 plus bonus XP to start and 100 plus bonus XP when you're fully bonded, so make sure to join your team prior to going into the event to get that max amount of XP bonus. At this point in the video, you may be thinking, well, Clouds, what is the point of doing these daily ops? There's no perks to it. It just seems the enemies seem to hit harder, you can't complete it as easy, and there's no talk of rewards or anything as yet, guys, but we will get into that. The rewards are actually pretty good, especially if you complete it within a certain time limit, which we're going to come on to now. Now, time limits are a massive part of daily ops, as that can determine what kind of rewards you can get. So to start with, you can get the Initiate rank, which is 16 minutes and under. You can get the Paladin rank, which is 12 minutes and under, and the Elder rank, which is 8 minutes and under. Now, this can make a massive difference to what rewards you get. You, of course, want to try and hit that Elder if possible. If you don't know, that is not a problem, but that Elder is what you're really trying to aim to hit. Just to include as well, these are repeatable, but you can only get 1 tier each day. So between Initiate, Paladin, and Elder, you can only hit one of them once per day. A lot of people just try and get Elder out the way and done with and not really bother with the other 2, so that's just something to take into fact. If you don't quite hit Elder, you can go for it again, but only once in the same day. And for all those people that are more veteran and kind of have different accounts with different players on, of course you can do this multiple times on each character's account. Now, before jumping into the really good stuff like the rewards, I just want to quickly mention there are 2 little tips that I have for before jumping into daily ops. Now, the first one is make sure to get rid of most of the stuff that you don't need, from scraps or extra guns or armor that you do not need, as you will be carrying quite a lot out of daily ops reward wise. And secondly, I'd also mention the fact that you want to be going into daily ops near your camp, or maybe even near Nuka World. Near your camp, you can put it away in your scrap box, and and it's great, or alternatively you can just spawn back in near Nuka World and you can convert it into the legendary exchange machine, which will be able to give away your legendary weapons to in return for legendary scripts. So let's get on to the good part of the video, which you're all looking forward to, the rewards. So the rewards, we're going to mostly speak about Elder tier rewards today, as I do believe that most of you guys who have watched this video, you could probably complete it in sub 8 minutes. It shouldn't be too hard, but just in case you don't, you do get around 25 to 500 caps just for the base tier. The initiate tier, you get additional slightly better rewards. You also get a couple of extra legendary items in there as well for Paladin tier, but let's really talk about Elder tier. That's what you really want. So you do get additional legendary scripts, treasury notes, legendary cores, and additional caps. Plus, you also do get rare plans. Now, rare plans are so cool in daily ops, and this is the reason that I mostly do them, as you can get some actually really good stuff in there, and some rare stuff that I haven't seen before. Now jumping into some of my personal favorites that you can get if you do complete it on Elder: the Brotherhood Special Ops suit, which is pretty nice, the Deep Space Alien Power Armor paint, which is also, I quite like this one, and on top of that you also get the Symptomatic Plan, which comes in very useful if you're looking to remove radiation in your camp. And for all you double mutation weekends enjoyers, the rewards actually do get better, so you get double XP during the event, double the currency, and double legendary cores if you are hopping into this event during double mutations weekend. So guys, that wraps it all up. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below if there's anything you want to include, as I always like to pin your comments. But once again guys, I just want to say thank you so much for the support shown. I appreciate it. I feel like a real community is coming together here, and I just want to say a massive thank you. But as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one.